This Transmissions Trips to the Store video has been brought to you with the help of listeners like you. Without Patreon support, Transmissions would not be the show it is today. You can sign up for Patreon at www.transmissionspodcast.com/support.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the awesome Transformers stuff we got this week. This video is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check that out at our website, www.transmissionspodcast.com. We do 2 shows every week. 2 shows. The first is Transmissions. That's every Wednesday. It's all about Transformers toys. And Trips to the Store is a part of that because we're showing off some toys or other Transformers merchandise. Every Friday is Transmissions Alt Mode, which is all about Transformers comics and media. And this week we are reviewing the final issue of Unicron number 6, the saga that ends the Transformers universe at IDW. And joining us this week, special guest Jimmerz of Distortion Productions. Thank you, Jimmerz, for coming.
Thank you guys for having me. It's always a blast. It's not like hanging out with you guys in person, but it's almost.
Almost. And you might notice my shirt.
Oh yes.
Respect the Prime.
Yes, thank you. That's a collector's item. We have no more of those shirts left. Still got the Nick Roche one. But yeah, man. Thanks for the support. You're awesome.
You are too, Jimmerz.
Oh, I'll take that Permane Brothers sandwich.
You two get a fucking room.
And something that is not yet a collector's item and is not sold out is Respect the Prime Constructed Cold EP. So if anyone wants to get that, go to distortionprod.com, pick up your copy. If you want it digitally or physical ones are still available, right, Jimmerz?
Yeah, we still got physical ones.
All right.
We did sell a hell of a lot of them at TFcon, though. People were loving it.
Yeah, it's really interesting, really unique, and really good music. So check it out. All right, let's talk about the stuff we got this week. Starting off with Yoshi.
Me? Am I on mute?
No.
Okay.
Go.
Nobody said. I pulled a Charles, and at TFcon I bought an action figure that I haven't opened.
Yeah.
This was the one figure I really wanted to buy this year, and TFcon.
Say what it is for the people who are listening.
For the people who are listening, this is a beautifully sexy sculpted Takara Tomy masterpiece Megatron MP36 with a logo I'd never seen before. Has anybody seen that logo before?
Long Light Design, no.
Yes, it indicates that you bought a KO.
You are a dick. The person at the booth that sold this to me said this is like the highest prestige a toy can get in Japan.
Wow.
And so all I've heard is that this thing's a nightmare to transform, so I don't know who they bought off to put that logo on there. Super stoked. I really wanted I know that the toy accurate face sculpt is coming out, but I wanted the cartoon one. So
dude, that's awesome you got that. Like, I don't think at the point we were hanging out that you had gotten that yet, or at least I didn't know you did.
I didn't. You broke up really bad on me.
Oh, I'm just saying that it's awesome that you got that because I didn't realize that you were hunting that at TFcon.
You know, the cool thing about what we do, I feel like, is it's really honed down my collecting. So I was able to get into the convention in the first hour, swoop up what I was looking for, and put it in the room, and then focus on podcasting shit. The next thing is I had a sketch cover commissioned by Alex Milne, continuing my Tesla Autobot army. This is the Tesla semi-truck, who I have named Packer. And I just sent Alex Milno a bunch of reference images of the semi-truck before fucking TFcon Toronto. So he's had some time on this, and it looks great. It's fantastic. I'm super stoked with it. And that is done on a Regeneration 1 issue 96 blank cover.
That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, he did great.
Is that an homage to anything? I know you like getting the homage ones.
I do, and it's not an homage to anything. I like to, when I get the Tesla ones done, I like to have the bot mode and the alt mode on the same cover. The next one I have, or the last one I have here, this is from Casey Collar. Let me get up close so you can see that. Sorry about the glare.
Yes.
Darryl, I think you figured out this homage really quick.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This
So
is
awesome.
a homage to Fantastic Four 49.
Nice.
Oh, very cool.
Wow, that's awesome. You have an original Fantastic 449.
Yeah, not cheap. Let me tell you, not cheap at all.
And what it says 12 cents right there on the cover.
Yeah. Yeah. Never happening. Never happening. So Casey knocked this one out of the park. This is one I submitted to Casey before Toronto, and he finished it. And I said, if you show up at Chicago, I'll take it from you. Otherwise, we'll just figure out how to mail it back. And he showed up. So super
He's
cool.
the man. He's awesome.
He is
amazing.
great. This should have been a Unicron cover, I feel.
I think that they had some like issues with officially homaging not like other Marvel. Like when we tried to do our cover homage, they wouldn't let us do like a Marvel cover.
I have issues with them not doing homages. So
Well, like there's some
I bought my own.
There's some loophole with that Infinity Gauntlet homage.
Oh yeah,
with for Unicron 6, because that's supposed to be Thanos.
Yeah,
that's right.
So I guess they can, yeah, and to some degree. But
so with the exception of food, that was pretty much my TFcon haul. That's all I got.
All right. Well, I'll go next. Realizing I made a mistake since I don't really have a TFcon haul. my things are going to be slightly anticlimactic. But I did get some interesting things. I got a couple of postcards in the mail. They don't have a return address, but I recognize the handwriting. And they are K-Girl postcards. Unfortunately, the post office kind of marred the image a little bit, so that was sad. But it's cool to get a K-Girl postcard since I wasn't able to get one at TFcon. This one came blank. I'm cover up my address, but there's nothing written there other than my address, which is like, okay, a friend of mine sent me a blank postcard. I know who it is. We'll reveal that at the end, but that's good. Thanks. I was going to mention it on the show, so here I am.
You're welcome.
I got a spoiler alert.
What?
I got a second postcard. That's Grimlock, another K-Girl art.
Beautiful K-Girl art.
Beautiful K-Girl art.
It's like somebody knows you like Grimlock.
Somebody.
That's awesome.
Again, the post office kind of schmutzed it all up, which is terrible. So that kind of sucks. But I'm at least grateful to have it. This one was not blank.
I want you to hold it like that a little while longer, just so you can fully absorb what's on the reverse.
This one was not blank. Again, I will cover up my address here, but yeah, this had some writing on it.
That was so worth it. What's it say?
Yoshi. It says donator, all up and down the postcard. Just says donator.
Yeah.
This was sent to me by Yoshi. For those who didn't realize,
you sound upset. Because I don't know anybody else got you anything else from TFcon.
Well, Darryl hooked me up with some scripts. That was nice.
Oh,
that was something I wanted. Although the K-Girl art is nice. I do like the K-Girl art, not the other side. I also got Lost Light 25. Lost Light 25. My comic shop only had the cover A, so it's just the Jack Lawrence cover, but that's the cover I picked last week, so I'm happy with it. So that's all I got this week.
You're not showing off your scripts? What about your scripts?
I showed them last week.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Jimmerz doesn't listen to every episode.
I listened to alt mode this week. I didn't listen to that one yet.
That works.
I didn't listen to that one yet.
But no, yeah. Well, I should say thank you, Jimmerz, for actually bringing the scripts back to me. So I do appreciate that, Jimmerz.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Not a problem.
All right, well, Jimmerz, I'm going to throw it over to you. So I think you've got some things to show off from TFcon, right?
Yes, and then some. We'll start with the Lost Light 25s.
Ooh, nice.
I sheltoned it up, and this bad boy just came yesterday. Sorry for the glare, but this is the Alex cover, the RI. So I'm sad to say this is the final Lost Light issue that goes into the box. But I am very, very sad to see it end. I guess we'll move on to this guy, which is my Casey Collar Alien 3 homage sketch.
Nice.
Which is for those of you guys who don't know, obviously that's an Alien 3 reference. Sigourney Weaver is where Elita 1 is. And the alien is Decepticon squeeze play. So when I pitched it to him, I said that I wanted something with squeeze play, and that he kind of always reminded me of a xenomorph. And if he could come up with something aliens related, so he did that, and I'm blown away. Casey rules. He is awesome.
He's good people.
That is very cool. Very cool.
Iron Factory style. I was talking earlier how much I love Iron Factory figures, so I got the Drift and the Deadlock guys, and who are, I guess, a little bit older. Like, I'm trying to get some of the older Iron Factory figures that I missed. So I also ended up getting Ultra Magnus, the City Commander one as well, and I love them. I'm an addict when it comes to this company, this line of figures. I think they're fantastic. And I have one more thing to show, technically two, because Darryl, I ran into an old friend, and he kind of wants to say hi to you.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Hello, Darryl.
Oh,
it's
you suck,
Overlord.
You bastard. I saw a couple of them at TFcon. They were over $500 loose, and I almost bought them just to shut you up. I was like, this is gonna hurt. This would hurt a lot, and I would hear about it for a long time, but it would be so worth it just to shut Jimmerz up.
Well,
Jimmerz deserves to give you shit, honestly. Yeah.
Well, we're going into that next, Yosh. What he's referring to is that at TFcon, Darryl came up to my table and was like, did you check your Facebook page? And I thought he meant Messenger. So I didn't, I looked at my phone. I'm like, this is the last thing I got from you, dude. And And he was like, no, I posted something on your wall. So I look on Facebook.
Wait, you can do that on a BlackBerry? Wow.
So I looked at my Facebook, and there was a picture of a comic book that I've been trying to find for about 4 years, ever since I, started collecting variant covers. And it was of More Than Meets the Eye, number 19, the RI cover, the Nick Roche Ultra Magnus helmet on the ground, and with just a white background. And that book goes for just ridiculous amounts of money on eBay and rarely ever shows up. It's one of the rarest books I know of. And Darryl picked it up, and he brings it over to my table and shows it to me. I was like, I'm afraid to even touch that thing, dude. I was like, put that in a bag and a board. But I was so jealous. Just knowing that I was in the same room as this book that I had been looking for so long. And Darryl snagged it right off of James Roberts' table for like $10. And my heart just broke. The next day, James came over to my table earlier in the morning, before doors had opened. And I gave him a copy of Constructed Cold, told him about it. And then I was like, our friend Darryl got this rare book off your table yesterday. And he was like, oh, I know exactly which one you're talking about. And he was like, the one with the helmet on? I was like, yes. I was like, you do not have a second one of those, do you? And he was like, actually, I might. And I'm bringing more stuff down today. So he didn't. But the best part of the story is that Jeremy covered for me while I went and I got my autographs, like the Flint Dilley and a couple of the other G1 actors that were there. So I went over and I got their autographs. And Darryl was with me. And he was like, why don't you go over and say hi to James? His line's pretty short right now. I was like, oh, I don't want to bug him. He came to the table earlier, and I already asked him if he had an extra one. He was like, just go say. And I had my back turned to Darryl then, and I turn around, and James is standing there with this. And I and then Darryl starts recording video of it, and I'm like losing my mind. It's like pretty embarrassing. And so I gave him a hug, and I was like, I'm like, oh my God, I was in shock. It's just a book that I've been looking for so long. Obviously I had Alex and Josh Burcham and James all sign it. But Darryl and I are walking back to my table, and Charles, you awake there?
Yes. It's late. I'm sorry.
So I'm walking back, and I said to Darryl, can you believe he had an extra one? And Darryl was like, that's mine. And that was like one of the sweetest things anyone's ever done. So, when we got back to the table, I gave, Darryl a big hug, and it was a big love fest. So,
through hell, the whole thing. Jeremy and I took a poll and voted Darryl a dick. He put you through physical and emotional trauma.
Oh, I know. Do you remember when we were having deep dish the night before? And I was just like, you know what? It makes for a good story regardless. So, I don't know. I love you guys. And, I had a really good time at TFcon, and, that just made the trip. So I greatly appreciate it. Still, I tell that story to all my comic book friends, and, they were like, wow, that was awesome. So that was awesome of you to do that.
No problem, buddy.
Thank you.
But I had to turn the screws a little bit. I had to make it work.
Oh, I know. I was like, he's getting me back for all that Overlord shit.
Of course.
But yeah. So that's what I got. That's what I got. So I'm very, very happy with it. It was the last variant of More Than Meets the Eye / Lost Light that I needed to complete. Now I'm just down to 5 issues left of covers that I don't have, the whole IDW continuity. So
wild.
Wow. It's impressive.
And 2 of them are sketch covers that I think I can get if I want to pay the money for them. One's like a Spotlight Orion Pax Casey Collar sketch cover. I think they have on that IDW Limited site. And one's like a Sal Buscema Revolution #1 sketch. But the other one's like this oddball drift Canadian con exclusive by Alex Milne. And there's another First Strike variant, and then one of the Hearts of Steel variants. Those are like the last 5 books that I'm still looking for. But that's it for me.
All right, Darryl, close us out.
All right. Well, I'll try to get this done before Charles falls asleep again.
Too late.
Doesn't take much for Charles to fall asleep. Yeah, I got a couple comic books as well. Lost Light 25. I got the Nick Roach cover. It's a good cover. But I also got the Alex Milne cover.
Yes.
And, because Alex is just a superstar, and I really wanted the Alex cover, so I made some calls and got it done. So
many characters on that cover.
Oh, I know, it's amazing. Yeah, and I got another RI 19 RI. No, I'm kidding. I just got it. They're like freaking. It's like water up here. 19 RIs. I also got a couple toys, and so let's see here. The what do I want to show here first? I guess I'll go with this one. This is one of the ones I did pick up at TFcon. This is a complete. This is from Help with by Brad, one of our listeners and Patreons. He helped me get G1 Nightbeat.
Whoa, nice.
So pretty happy to have him. This was a toy that I had as a kid, and I had a lot of fun with him. But sadly got either broken and sold off by my mom, or given away or thrown out or whatever. But so I'm really happy and stoked to have him back as a complete figure.
It's in great shape.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. And
he's not discolored either.
No, there's he's in really good condition, so I'm happy to have him back. And I guess let's go with this one. I wasn't gonna do decoys as a collection, but I was like, I saw this and I thought I gotta get this one. This is Devastator. So a little G1 decoy Devastator. This was $8.
Wow, that's cool.
It looks like a little eraser, but yeah, these are fun. I don't know. They don't do anything, so they're just gonna sit there and it's gonna be fun. But the last thing I'll show off this week. This is another complete figure. If I have the opportunity, I'm buying complete stuff just to save myself the trouble of having to search down anything. But this is G1 complete Double Dealer.
Oh yeah, that's a good figure. I've got him.
He's cool. So I've never had a Double Dealer before. I've never even messed with one. So I've been having a lot of fun just kind of checking him out and seeing how everything works on him. He's an interesting figure, that's for sure. So
I keep mine in bird mode.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I don't have the space for that. He's got to stay standing in robot mode because he's thinner. But yeah.
Those decoys remind me of Little Muscle Men.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's what the same kind of company was responsible for making them. So yeah. But that's it. That's all I'm gonna. No, I'll show this one. This is one last thing. I can put it away after I show it. Thanks to Charles. He got me this. I paid him for it, but yeah, this is volume 1 of the Bumblebee set. This is the first movie stuff with the G1 tapes. So there they are.
I didn't open mine either, dude.
No, I'm not going to open it. Not this one anyway. So that's the orange cassette in there and the green cassette. The orange cassette is clear plastic. So yeah, but it's cool. It's a really fun looking set. I doubt I'll do anything with it. If I open any of them, it'll be volume 2 with the Dino cassettes. They're the same cassettes, really. So yeah, just want to take a look and see how they kind of work and go together. But leave the volume 1 together. But
Also-
yeah, that's it.
Also, thank Donatreon Dale he was the one who actually went to SDCC and picked those up for us. So
Oh, right on. Thank you, Dale.
yeah, and shipped them over to me. So thanks, Dale.
Yes, right on. Thank you, Dale.
All right, well that's it for trips to the store. Thanks everyone for watching. I think I didn't tell everyone how you can support the show. You got to support if you want to support Transmissions. If you want to become a Donatreon, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support, and that's how you can sign up, and you get lots of cool perks. Jimmerz, I think, has experienced those perks because he is a Donatreon. So thank you, Jimmerz.
You're welcome.
And you get to listen to the show live, get free, our exclusive Transmissions Declassified monthly podcast. You get some merchandise if you're contribute at the $5 or higher level, and discounts on swag too. So all those things are potential perks of becoming a Donatreon. Also, if you just want to leave us feedback, tell us what you like or don't like about the show, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/feedback. And you can leave us voicemail, you can leave us an email, you can hit us up on social media, all that stuff. So that's it. We'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.
Bye, guys.